Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Nigerian Conversation with me, Ola Adekambi. I'm sure we all know what is going on in Nigeria, the issue of the protests and bad government protests, which is actually sponsored by hunger, hardship, and the increase in fuel subsidy. Things are not getting easier in Nigeria, and then a lot of protesters across the nation has taken to the streets. Started 1st of August 2024, which was yesterday. All right, so let's just take a look at what actually happened across the state, and then I'll come back for a few reaction.
As the nationwide End Bad Governance protest enters day two, there's apprehension across the country, especially as demonstrators spiraled out of control in parts of the country on day one, including Borno, Yobe, and Kano states, where authorities have declared a 24-hour curfew after private and public properties were looted in chaotic scenes that also saw many vehicles burnt.
We need forces here. We need forces here. Mopo soldiers, please, attention, please. Mopo soldiers, attention, please. They're burning all the local secretariat down. They are burning it down. They are burning it down. They are burning it down. Ana tafiya sa 'yan zanga-zanga ruwan zafi. Ga ruwan zafi, ruwan zafi, ruwan zafi. Ruwan zafi, ruwan zafi, ruwan zafi. Ruwan zafi, ruwan zafi a gidan gwamnatin jihar Kano. Ruwan zafi inda ga wani sanya zauna a ƙasa. Yes.
Well, in Niger State, at least 6 people are now feared dead. The police say they arrested 11 armed hoodlums who set fire to a government building after looting it, while the police fired tear gas to disperse defiant protesters who attempted to gather at the Eagle Square in the Federal Capital Territory.
What all started like a peaceful protest have now become what you have seen. Different canisters of tear gas being fired just by the side of the Federal Secretariat. And it's becoming something very serious between the people here.
These were horrific scenes. Meanwhile, as protesters scampered for safety, the minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, was at an event where he presented the staff of office to 4 newly appointed graded chiefs in the territory. Well, during the event, Wike said that the federal government is now open to having a dialogue with the protesters. He also commended the protesters in the FCT for not being violent and urged them to resist those who want to destroy the nation.
Let me take this opportunity to commend the people, the youth of Abuja, for not being violent and not being trying to listen to our people. You have said severally that it is better to dialogue, it is better to sit down and iron out issues with government. I want you to continue with that peace process, and he who makes peace will at the end of the day enjoy the dividend of peace. I want to commend you and still talk to our people, appeal to them that we are still ready to sit down and talk with them and dialogue with them and iron out the gray areas.
Well, in Kaduna State, the peaceful protest turned violent after a group of hoodlums set ablaze the headquarters of the state's traffic law enforcement agency. They also looted property at the agency, as well as private residents around the area. The governor of the state, Uba Sani, who was on our nightly news program Newsnight, highlighted why violence prevails in northern states, saying that 70% of northerners are living below poverty line, and out of the 18.3 million Nigerian children that are out of school, 70% of them are in the northern Nigeria, while 60% of northerners are financially excluded. He also called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to address the nation and also emphasized the need to cut the cost of governance.
With the support of our commissioners, advisors, and everyone working with me, the first thing we did was cutting cost of governance. As we were speaking, no commissioner in Kaduna have gotten a new car. We have not bought a single vehicle for commissioners. We have not bought a single vehicle for myself as a governor. Deputy governor do not have a single vehicle. All our advisors, nobody have a vehicle. That's number one. Every commissioner in Kaduna today is getting something within the region of 400 to 300,000, with all the allowances and everything, as against 1.7 million. They agreed without any problem.
I must say kudos to the Kaduna State governor. I mean, this is what the protesters are advocating for, cutting the cost of governance. And he actually made a very valid point, which is the reason why the northern states are in the situation that they are now. As we know, we saw Borno, where a terrorist actually ignited a bomb and killed 16 people. We saw in Gombe, we saw in Niger, there's a curfew in Kano State. And he made those points, which is the northern states have to all come together to find a way to improve their lives. The government have to look into the northern states, especially the fact that he also said, 70% are financially excluded. So when they are sharing all these palliatives, are they going to go to the northern states? How are they going to get it if they are unbanked?
The issue of this NVAD government protest, for me, it's long overdue, and Nigerians have been patient enough. And we have actually tolerated and we've been played for quite a number of time. Things are not really getting easier. I'm telling you, the poor are getting really, really poor. The protest started yesterday as scheduled, and I actually shared with a friend, I said, the government should be thankful because the end SARS protest started without a notice. And then this is coming up in form of them notifying you. The Nigerians are telling you that, you know what, on the 1st of August, we're going out on the street and we are going to protest against this bad government, because Nigerians, we believe that any government that is not in favor of the people, any government that is not listening to the people, any government that is not actually solving the problem of the people is actually a bad government. The prices of things have gone up and everything. And for me, what I expected the government to do, you have all the time, and then you come online to start talking about statistics. Trust me, an hungry man is an angry man. An hungry man won't listen to statistics. There's an immediate need for you to solve an immediate problem. Coming up, and the government spokesperson accusing Peter Obi, accusing all sorts of things and saying all sorts of those things were not needed. And then it's sad that in Borno State that hoodlums actually infiltrated the protests and actually blew up himself, killing about 16 people. That's really, really, really sad. And the issue of, I think also in Kano, there were lots of looting government properties, destroying even private property. That is really, really unnecessary. And to be honest, that is not the protesters. The protesters were being tear gassed here in Abuja. The protesters were being tear gassed also in Lagos and in Kaduna and some other parts of in Port Harcourt also. The issue at hand right now calls for an urgent attention. The issue at hand requires Mr. President to come on national TV and address the nation. And I'm not sure the people actually elected by Ononuga or Ajuri Ingilale, which are your spokesperson. The issue at hand right now requires you, the elected ones, the one who have the mandate, actually come on the national TV and address this issue. Say to us, dear Nigerians, and then we'll listen to you. Please, there's a need for an urgent attention. You understand? There is a need for an urgent solution to quickly come up. The mandate of the protest is clear. They want a reversal of the fuel subsidy, and then things are getting really tough. In fact, in Nigeria, everything is tied to fuel because all of our transporting system is actually done with PMS. So please, Mr. President, the people are calling on you. And for Nigerians, I have this to say. We have said that we want to go out there to protest. And I know very well that the Nigerians are talking about the protesters. They are very peaceful people. They are not hoodlums. They are not the one holding sticks or holding cutlass or holding guns. These are very, very, very peaceful people. It is in the right of the people to protest. It is also in the right of the police to protect the protesters. Please. All right, thank you very much for watching this far. I have a dedication to actually show up here every day and talking about issues relating to economy, political, social issues, affecting Nigerians. So I want to beg you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will definitely update you regarding anything and everything that concerns Nigeria. Thank you and see you next time. Bye.